Who they?
So,
Live.
wait a minute. Coach.
Nah, I haven't watched
Yeah, I've
it.
seen it.
I like it, man.
I'm just not too sure about the profanity all the time.
Rubbish. But they said that you want you in the beginning.
Yeah, but I don't.
What's going on, people?
He's
Just
just trying
trying to get
they
everything
weren't
set.
listening.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
It's a lot of profanity.
Yeah, I'm not saying don't use it at all, but
The second coach is nuts. Second coach is a bit wild still. But it's nice to see they like that they're pushing them boys in that direction. Do you know what I mean?
I'm ready for what he's done there still.
Right, let's just get the live stream going.
Yo, what's going on, people? Yeah, we're back. No technical glitches this week.
Yeah, we're definitely
Everything
back.
is blessed. Touch wood.
Right, let's just get
Yeah.
Facebook involved.
Bear with us 1 second, please.
That's all them.
What's up? Get Facebook in.
It's taking up bare space.
What's up? Exactly. Just saying, like, anyone that's got shoulders, it's you. Calm down, man. Calm down. Come on, boy.
We're trying to shift that tag deep. I'm not that angry.
I'm misunderstood.
Them ones, yeah.
Right, YouTube, if you're locked in, let us know. Make sure that we're streaming clearly, and you lot can see us.
Between you two, though, innit? The angry ones.
Who?
Him and Craig.
Yeah.
No,
No, what is it?
Not me. It's got to be Craig, bruv.
What's that? Angry?
All the
Yeah.
giveaways.
It's definitely Craig.
Craig's history has.
I think Craig would be less.
Whoa! Let's not talk about.
I think Craig would
Actionable angriness.
Yeah.
No, I think Craig would be considered less angry than you.
Me? Are you kidding me?
Bruv, just the way you
I think
talk.
so.
Dude, I've never even been in a fight.
No, but we're not talking about that. Like,
But that's part of
you
it.
don't have to be
I
in
don't
a
believe
fight to be considered.
You've never seen me in a fight,
I
bro.
don't believe that. I just can't remember.
No, I don't catch. I don't get into fights.
Sure, you had a fight with Henry.
Oh come on, we're not talking about 12.
Now,
That's ridiculous. I'm talking about as a big man.
Right.
Was it you who had that fight with David Foster?
That was
In the
ridiculous.
park?
That was ridiculous. ridiculous
fight in the club.
We're in a fight in the club.
Me?
Yes.
I had a fight in the club.
Yes.
For my own fault or something.
And it wasn't your fault.
Right, there you go.
You was in the fight.
I was defending
You
something.
don't have fights.
I was defending something.
We're talking about school fights and that.
I was
Darling,
Boys will be boys.
What do you mean school fights? This was like 5 years ago.
It was not 5 years ago, and I was defending somebody else.
Alright, guys, hold on.
Did you get punched up?
No.
Let me just try and
That's
catch
out the
the
club,
stream.
though.
You got dash out the club?
Yeah. Right, cool. We're good.
Good.
Right, let's get this thing going. Let's
Go
get this
Chief,
thing
boy.
popping, man. Grown ass men in the building, make some noise! Finally, we can actually get a little stream going. Yeah. Shout out to everyone locked in on YouTube. Shout out everyone to I just mixed that up. Shout out to everyone locked in on Facebook. I think one is slightly delayed behind. I think YouTube might be a little bit delayed. But as always, we're going to try and get everyone involved regardless.
No technical glitches this week.
That's a good look, man.
I think it's down to the
it might have been the venue, I don't know.
Yeah.
It might have
I'm
been
not thinking it's got to be.
You say we've got stable
bad
broadband
luck.
here. Listen.
Well, listen,
We're not
there is
Liverpool, bad luck.
bad luck.
That's what it was.
Bad luck that you got bad broadband.
Bro, what have to do with that? Phones ringing, powers. That ain't me.
Anywho,
My phone didn't ring by then.
right.
You left it on Facebook and then the video started playing.
Right. Anyway, before we get going and announce the topic and everything, firstly, let's give an official apology for last week. Everyone who was who joined us and was locked in, our regular people who was locked in, we do apologise. Unfortunately, technical glitches happen. Nothing we can actually do about it. But yeah, thank you for everyone who's kind of joined us tonight. We want to get a good discussion going, man, because we've missed it as well. We hate when we don't do it
We was
because
pissed.
honestly, like the vibe was down. Yeah,
Craig wanted to
yeah. I'm saying it was his fault. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Yeah.
No, it was not.
Yeah. No, seriously, it's your fault. But don't even matter about it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's move on. Let's introduce who we got inside. Starting from my far right, man.
Yo! Wagwan.
Capadon.
Hey, bro, why you always interrupt me, man? Mr. D, Fender, you know how it goes. Back with a bang. Let's go.
What's going on, people? Breaks here. What's good?
You know, it's a. Nah, yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's the way, aka the Pan African, man. And the madness there.
Hey, messed that right up, man.
Who's A, cuz?
And obviously you got myself, the host of the show. My government name is Craig. My mum calls me Craig. You guys can call me Craig too, right? Before we before we delve into the topic that we kind of put out there and we was going to do last week, I guess it's only right, yeah, because we've now got a black woman in the royal family. Yeah. You okay with that?
Yes.
Yeah, I always got to check with my lap pan and see what's going on there. I got to make sure it's cool, yeah? So we got a black member of the royal family, yeah? Shout out to Megs, yeah? So...
I said Meg's like it's his girl, you know.
Nah, that's my girl, isn't it? Like, we was together from Suits and that, not together in that way. Love you, babes. Right. But yeah, what do you, man, think about the royal wedding? Is it a big thing for black people now that we have got somebody in the royal family? Yes or no?
I can't say I can't speak for black people. For me, it wasn't a big thing. Yeah, but I just don't buy into the whole monarchy bullshit. I don't. Sorry if anybody. I don't mean to offend people, but
You live in that country, man. Like,
So-
I don't.
So what is it? It doesn't mean like they there's no relevance for me. There's nothing that
Ties you in or connects you with it.
yeah, or that I can relate to them, or that they give me, or that it's just she just takes people's money. She just takes taxpayers' money. The Queen,
wow.
and she doesn't need to.
Wow, it's like that.
I
yeah.
gotta agree with Darren. I also don't believe that Meghan being part of the family does anything for anyone. I don't understand why we're looking at it as some significant moment in history, like to say that there wasn't a previous queen that was black. Like,
Exactly.
We've been there. It just doesn't make a difference in our lives. It's not going to change your everyday struggle. So I don't understand why we're making a big deal out of it.
Riggs, what do you think, bro?
I couldn't give a flying giraffe about royal
you serious?
Royal wedding, monarchy, none of it. Don't get me wrong. I think if I spoke to Harry would probably be a pretty cool guy. From what I know of Meghan, I like her. I like them. But I don't have no time for the royal wedding. I have no time for there's a black woman finally. That interests me in not in the slightest. And all this hoo-ha about she's gonna make changes. No, she ain't got no power.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Don't get me wrong. I think Harry does have a certain amount of push in certain areas, but he hasn't got no power to really change anything drastic in the country. And she definitely is. You think they're gonna give her any kind of power? Nothing at all.
But the thing about it is this is the whole point, because she can. This is why I say it's been allowed for her to come into the family, because
He's a sideman.
he's a sideman. It's not like he's going to be king.
He's
It's not like-
that's
it's not
what-
like he's going to
Hold on a minute. Are you man saying that Harry's a sideman?
he's a sideman?
If
You think William could bring a black thing in?
If he was due to be king, this would have never happened.
Not a chance. William could never
I'm being
bring
real.
a black thing.
You man ain't got no behaviour, man. Nah, man, you can't call.
He's a sideman. He's a cool sideman.
Man, he's a cool
He's
sideman.
but he's a sideman nonetheless. That's his title.
Wow, I've never heard anything like it before.
So what you
I
saying?
I personally think it's a big thing.
Right.
Yeah, and the reason why it's a big thing, because I'm not trying to put it on the levels of an Obama getting into power and all that sort of things there, but I'm talking about representation of us and our relevance in this country. It's now being seen. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be a bigger thing, and this is one thing I did say before. It would be a bigger thing if she was a visually black woman.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect. I'm not trying to take away anyone's blackness.
I agree.
But if she was visually black, it would be a big thing.
said
But
visually.
no, serious. But obviously, to talk about the actual wedding itself and everything, I thought the way in which her culture was represented.
You watch?
No, I
Yeah, I watched the wedding. Yeah, of course I watched the wedding.
I'm not gonna lie.
You man tuned in there?
It was on in the barbers, isn't it? But I'm not gonna lie.
I think I
When
saw
I,
about 5-10 minutes.
when I saw like the black
Why should I be
choir,
embarrassed?
black pastor, I was like, yeah, like I liked that. I guess her family has forced that, and I like that. I like to see a royal wedding on, and yes, I saw bare.
Doesn't mean that
bare
they
black
forced it.
people.
William would allow for. It's just not.
But what I'm saying, without her, that doesn't happen.
That's right.
She's influenced that, and I like that. And even like the cello player, like they're saying like he's gonna blow now. Like I like that.
He's actually. I'm sorry. I don't even want to go.
That's gonna be good.
He's released that album as well. And everything.
Man's making it work. Yeah.
No, I thought.
It makes sense.
But at the same time,
But kudos to her, because apparently she literally contacted him and said, "Yeah, I want you for the wedding." So kudos to her for having some kind of input into the wedding. Kudos to her, but I just don't think that's going to transfer into her having any kind of say in how the monarchy is looked at or what they do. It's just not
I
gonna
totally
happen.
agree, mate.
It's not gonna happen.
All right,
And
listen,
plus,
what-
also,
one thing I
also,
would say-
sorry, 1 second, is that in terms of her being a black woman, because I was reading like she has to now basically have an aide for 6 months, yeah, and that aide is there specifically to tell her how to act and how to behave.
Which means she can't conduct herself as a black woman. That's
What do you mean
nuts, bro.
as an aid? I don't get that.
She has an aide,
How to conduct herself.
a role aide, who basically will stay with her for 6 months. I was reading this today, 6 months. Yeah?
Is this true or is this just
no,
stuff
this
that?
is true. This is 100% fact.
To bring them in line with the
Yeah,
royal,
so
the
basically-
royal way.
So basically, when they're in Buckingham Palace, she's not allowed to go to bed before the Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the man.
That's banter, bro.
I swear to God, I swear to
Say she's not allowed.
she's not allowed to go to bed before the Queen.
That's
The
what
Queen,
I'm
think
not
about
having
100. She
I'm
must
not
go to
having
bed
that.
straight as
I'm
soon
not
as she
having
wakes
that.
up. Anyway,
All right.
Alright, listen, let me just
She's not allowed.
let
She's not
me-
allowed
let me
to
say
sit
a
and
few
cross her
words.
legs.
Can I say one thing?
Go ahead,
she's not allowed to
Only
cross her
thing-
legs.
No,
The only
she's not
thing-
allowed to sit and cross her legs.
The only thing I would say is that I say that it's a positive. It's like anybody can obtain something. That's just what I mean. It's
Yeah.
like you can look at it and say, well, she came from nothing.
Exactly,
And she,
it could be an inspiration.
Yeah, but I don't think that's just for black people. I think that's to anybody. Do you
I'm
know
not
what I
being
mean?
funny. All right, let me just try and put this into. Can I put this into word? Is it? No, it's not. I was going to say something. I was going to really put myself out there. But no, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm gonna say it anyway. Yeah, but I've reclined this comment, so don't hold it against me. Yeah. I've taken it back. But if we can get so excited and so, oh my gosh, about Black Panther and a film which is make believe, yeah,
right.
you've got, and trying to just keep with my example, I'm not trying to put them on the same sort of level because I do know the significance and everything. But this is happening in real life. Do you know what I'm saying? You've got little black girls who dream of being princesses and never had no one to actually to look at that they see in their world. I'm not trying to say that there isn't out there in the
I
world.
understand that.
Do you understand what I mean? So it just kind of it shows that it's attainable. It shows that, oh my gosh, like I can be that.
But what's obtainable?
But
What's obtainable?
like if I had a daughter, I'm not telling her.
All right, cool.
You should be inspired to
All right,
be
hear
Meghan Markle.
what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say that. But this is the a lot of the doubts that especially people from our culture that black women have, like, oh, am I not beautiful enough? Oh, am I not this? Oh, why would I wouldn't be chosen as such? Yeah, because at the end of the day, Meghan was chosen. Let's keep it real with her. Yeah. So it kind of shows that yes, like you can have that culture, you can be chosen as such. But hold on,
Go on.
let me finish.
Go on.
Yeah. But then we get to the point of, and this is just in society, but it's not that we should be, oh my gosh, we need that acceptance.
That's
Right.
just
Well,
about to get on
that's
track.
what I was about to
That's
say.
what I was saying.
We was all gonna jump on you. Go home.
Well done.
yeah. But at the same time, we're in this. This is what I'm trying to say. We are in this country. We have to fight for as much equality as we can possibly get in this country. And I don't want to take the topic elsewhere because we could go somewhere else with that.
Yeah.
But I just think it's a big thing, man.
Okay.
Let me shout out a few of the people as well. Shout out to Shantae. I think we had a little bit of a problem with Facebook. Shantae just let us know that it's crystal clear. Michelle said, evening fellas. She said she can't see us on Facebook. I think that's sorted out now. Size P said, cuz cut the thing already. You just told me yesterday. Yeah. Shantae said, where's the high top? So I'm like, I don't know.
Everybody's noticing.
Yeah. Shout out to
Special
Chris
announcement.
MG as well. She said, hi guys.
Yo,
Hello.
But I want to hear from, obviously, from the people who are watching as well. Was the wedding a big thing, or was it just a big thing because it's a spectacle? Do you understand what I mean? I want to know, is it a big thing for black people culturally, or was it just a spectacle? Because one of the things that fascinated me is like, right, I'm watching a royal wedding, and there's black people everywhere. Do you understand what I mean? And I thought, wow, this is dope. It makes me feel good.
I did like the representation.
How long was it? I ain't gonna lie, I just didn't care. So how long do you watch that?
You haven't been to a wedding before,
I
bro?
didn't watch that. I don't know.
You can say you never been to a wedding like he ain't married.
Like, did that long? I don't have. Did it last as long as normal? I'm not asking you any
It was
question.
like all I can say to me, I can't call it a normal wedding, but in terms of the way it was structured, it was a normal wedding, just you know, times
I
1,000.
think it was on for a while.
Yeah, but no, but the coverage was on.
Did they show the reception?
Covering,
Did they show the reception?
I didn't.
First dance and all of that.
I didn't see all of that. I just saw the ceremony. I saw them driving. No, not driving.
You can't say that.
In a horse. Just going down the little thing.
If she's well represented in the ceremony, you can't say. For all you know, she would have represented in the reception as well. You don't know.
No, I personally, like I said, I personally thought it was big. Pastor come on and done his thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's getting a lot of
social media. I saw that.
and I must say the Queen's face cracked me up at one point because it panned to her face and she was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, there was a few of them, and I saw it on social media. But there was a few of them when they were panning to their face and the reaction, it's like they forgot for a second that there were cameras in the building because they was like they weren't feeling it.
I also heard that Mum had to sit by herself because she was not wedded, not married.
I didn't know that.
I was
I must say I didn't
disturbed
know
by
that.
that.
I don't know.
I did see the picture of her sitting on, but I don't know the reasons behind it.
Yeah, for me, it just I understand the whole thing about it being a spectacle. Yeah, and I get that. And if people watched it for that reason, and obviously with a black person in there, blah blah blah, cool. But for me, it just don't mean anything. Sorry,
I'm surprised, man. Alright, well, cool. Listen, let's dead Megan then, innit? Right, because you don't matter to you, man.
Nah.
Shout out to Megan, yeah.
She was better in suits.
Bro, just come ruin up my program as well. Take it from my program.
Is this
And that's what I'm saying. All of
Done,
that,
blood.
all of that. She, so like,
Yeah, but it's done before. There's
No,
nothing-
no,
no,
it just done,
She cannot be an actress
What,
anymore.
what,
Done.
what,
She can be a
No,
she
she
can
can
be
be.
an
I know
actress.
she can't.
Actually,
She
no.
can't.
No, she
She
can't.
cannot.
I'm
She's
not
done,
having
bro.
that.
No, she can't.
She can't do nothing.
I'm not
That's
having
it.
that.
I'm telling you.
She cannot.
Which is wrong considering it's a side man. It
Yeah,
shouldn't
I'm with you.
even matter.
It shouldn't matter. She can't do that no more, bro.
What
Ruin my whole program. I
they're
enjoy
bad minds.
suits.
They're bad minds.
Nah, man. Anyway, shout out to
You
Megan.
know why it is though? It's because she would have earned more P than him. That's why. That's another subject, another topic.
Oh, alright, for real, man. Anyway, it's a shame that Harry's dad couldn't make the wedding. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep it moving.
Wow.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
No.
Right. We have. I want to get onto what we really originally came here to speak about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is pro-black. Especially, we're going to talk about pro-black within relationships with an alternative race.
Okay. Yeah.
Alternative sounds like it's a bit spooky.
Yeah,
right?
that's-
Yeah, with a different race.
Yeah, that's
I'm trying to be
definitely
fancy. There's no need. Just with a different race. Can you be pro-black and be with someone outside of your race? Quick answers, and then we want to expand on that. Let's be real.
No.
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 Straight.
No.
There's no flexibility.
No flexibility with it.
None. Not even a little bit.
Answer the question.
I
Long
don't, I
time.
don't.
Alright, cool. I just wanted to make sure that you're sure. But if you're sure, you're sure. Rakes, what are you saying?
I'm on the fence on that one. I can.
You say.
I
Be a man, Rakes.
I can be
Is it
swayed.
comfortable
I
for that?
can be
so I can be
swayed. I can be swayed. I think speaking to the right people may persuade me to see.
But
it
surely
from
you've spoken
different
about it.
angles.
So what's your
and initially I used to say no.
Okay.
But then thinking about it and speaking to different people, I just think if you've always done something a certain way and always, I guess, always been pro-black, how can one relationship then kind of
Define you.
kind of define you, especially if you don't, because people's thing in it is usually if they have children.
Yeah, that's a big,
Right,
but big
right.
factor.
If you have a relationship and you don't
Have no-
procreate,
Interesting.
is that person that's still pro-black, or is it just because they haven't had children?
No, but they're also not promoting a black family. So they may not procreate. They may not procreate, but they're not promoting a black
maybe
family.
like I say,
So I need
there's
to
a lot
ask
of
you
give and
another
take.
question on the back of that. Because this is interesting when you're saying about this, that and the other. So therefore, what you guys are saying is somebody who is mixed race can't be pro-black.
No.
I think
Man said, Darren, you answer that.
I think you can because I class anyone as mixed race.
Because it depends. Yeah. If you have a mixed race person who identifies with the black side of their family and sees themselves as black. Remember last week, Dwayne made a valid point which you got shut down,
Yeah, go on.
and he was saying that society sees mixed race as being black anyway.
I see
yeah?
that.
Yeah, that was Rakes, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, I said that you don't say to me you're not hearing it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then you try to
he
use it.
No,
Then you try to use it later on.
Darren.
No, carry on. No, let Darren make his point. I want to hear this.
So for me, if you have a black, alright, for instance, I've got a friend who's mixed race, and he's, in my opinion, as black as me because he identifies with the black side. You know what I mean? So if you have somebody who identifies with the black side and is for the black race in terms of wanting to see the black race strive, procreate, so forth, then I can see that they can be pro-black. Let me give you an example.
Can I just ask you something on the back of that? Please.
One second,
Don't let go off topic, please.
No, but what if he wants the white side to also, you know what I'm saying?
Then he's not
Then he's
pro-black.
not pro-black. That's simple.
So you have to just,
You have to be
being
pro-black
for
is pro-black.
for the
so
betterment of the
he
black
has to
race.
ignore the fact that he has white blood in
There's
him.
nothing wrong with not being pro-black.
You can still want the betterment of black people
Exactly.
and still want good for the white.
Exactly.
But you're not pro-black.
No, that's not
There's nothing
pro-black.
wrong with
No, but I'm just going off Davlin's sentence.
No.
But there's
Wanting
nothing wrong
the
with
betterment of
One
black
second, one second.
You can still want that.
Listen,
Hold on,
hold
let
on,
him
one
finish his
second.
point. Go on.
Let's be clear, innit? Yeah. Like, let's not try and find alternative that description. Being pro-black is about the betterment of the black race, not any other race. Simple as that. There isn't any getting around that. Yeah. I'm not saying there can be a person who wants the black race to do well and wants the white race to do well. They're just not pro-black.
Which is
That's
fine.
all it is. That's fine.
Which is fine.
They're just not pro-black.
But
Yeah.
this- yeah, go
But
on,
anyway,
carry on.
what the other example I wanted to give you: footballer endorsement. Yeah. He's got a deal. And he's basically getting paid to wear Nike. Yeah. My man rocks up wearing Adidas. That deal is done because hold on, you're meant to be promoting our brand, and now you're promoting that's going against everything that
I like
the
this
endorsement deal is
Set
about.
out for, yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So what? And once again, I want to make this straight. It's not about you can't do interracial
This is
thing.
not a good. I'll tell you why.
I still think it's a brilliant example.
No,
Why?
I'm going to tell you why.
So far,
No,
I
because
like
I
that.
get what you're saying, yeah? But you're saying about rocking up, blah blah blah. You have to remember, yeah. Let's just pretend like one of his parents who's rocking up in this Adidas, his dad is the maker of Nike. Yeah, do you understand what I mean? He's still got an allegiance to something else already. So regardless of what he, let me finish my point.
Maybe
I
I'm
understand.
trying to hear what you're saying.
Regardless of what he is representing,
Yeah.
he has an allegiance. He is tied to something else, regardless.
Why?
So if he
Are you
acknowledges
talking about
that,
mixed race now?
yeah.
Okay.
So if he acknowledges that, it doesn't make him wrong. It doesn't mean that he
No,
should.
right, Mr.
Hear me-
Public, he's
hear me
wrong.
out.
No,
He shouldn't.
no.
He shouldn't make it out that. Let's just say that, for example, yeah. This mixed race person does as much for the black community as you do, but he also does in his spare time a lot for the white community. But he still does more for the black community than you. But you're saying that
Bro.
you're going to be called. Hear me out.
Bro,
You can
that's
be called
not being
pro-black,
pro-black.
and he's not.
It's not being pro-black. If you are for, if you are,
That's
listen,
just weird.
If you
You
are
gotta understand
for
it, Craig.
being the betterment of the black race, yeah.
It
Once
is.
again, it's not about saying, you have to be for one or the other. But if you're
But it is.
no stop.
That- you make Craig
Listen,
Johnson.
listen. If you're going to call yourself pro-black, there is a definition
You
and
have to
there is
fit
an
into it.
action of being pro-black. Yeah.
Right.
And if you step outside the boundaries, then
you're no longer
you're
pro-black.
no
Alright,
longer
so
pro-black.
where has he stepped outside the boundary?
Like this sounds nuts.
No,
Like,
but
like,
no,
Because you're not-
come on,
you
come on,
lot
come
viewing
on,
it,
I'm
yeah?
explaining something. to you. I'm
You're
trying to
not
explain
viewing
something.
it, yeah. Like if you're not pro-black, then you can't want the betterment of black people. It doesn't mean that. Pro-black has rules in it. So you've got to be able to follow them. If you then deviate,
Sorry,
the definition of what it is.
As a Pan-African, can you please explain to me what pro-black is and what the rules and guidelines
so
are?
to be pro-black, yeah, you
Guys,
have
I'm
to.
coming to you as well.
To,
yeah.
to be pro-black,
Yeah,
yeah,
everyone
you have to
knows.
procreate. You have to represent yourself with the black family. Economics, you have to spend where you can in a black. Do you know what I mean? If there's the white butchers there and a black butcher there, and you go to the white butchers, you ain't pro-black.
So right, but then technically you should never spend money.
If you
should never give money.
Rex,
To white
no.
businesses.
Sorry.
Listen, if you're saying you should always be for the betterment of black people, yeah,
Where you
you
can.
should go out of your way to go to the black butcher. You should go out of your way to buy black clothing.
yeah.
But are you saying that pro-black people do this?
Yes.
Right, you do this.
Right, I could, where I am, it would mean I would have to come to Croydon to go get me.
Right, but you're all about the betterment of your people, so shouldn't you be
So,
saying
right,
that?
I'll give you an example. So if I've got an option, yeah, to go to a black butcher's or a white butcher's, I will go to a black butcher's.
You've got no option. You
got
go
no
to drive.
That is not an option for
It's
fuck's sake.
it's convenience to you. That's what it
Bro,
is.
it's not. Look where it
Keep
is.
it real.
Right, so you're pro-black out of convenience.
Let me do.
No, it's
Hold
not
on,
like-
wait.
it's not about
No,
that.
wait, 1 second. The real deal is, yeah, it's a and I don't want it to kind of be an attack to you, but it's almost like picking and choosing, because really and truly, you could schedule once every 2-3 weeks to go to Croydon and get this because it means so much to you. You've got a freezer, a big ass freezer. I've been to your yard. Big ass freezer.
He's got free freeze.
Exactly.
Free freeze.
Thank you. So you could make that journey, but however, you now decide because it's too inconvenient for you to go to Croydon that I must go to the White Butcher. So you're stepping out of the boundaries of being pro-black just because you're not bothered enough to be pro-black.
You can put it down to being bothered, Craig, but it is not convenient for me to come to fucking Croydon.
So pro-black is a convenience for you. All right, let me just read out a few comments. Yeah, right.
Aye, he trapped him.
Right.
Neatly.
Shout out to Chastop. Yeah. Okay, can I ask a question? I went to a family party the other day and was offended by some of my siblings as my mixed cousins were cussing off white people, saying they wouldn't go out. White people, I think she's saying white people eat. Wouldn't go out with white people to eat, maybe. She said he or she said their food, etc., and their nan, aunts, etc., are white. Not forgetting their parents are half white. People get or make confusion getting into this topic. Right. I think she's talking about a mixed race, someone who's in her family who identifies as just being black, and basically
Cussing their white side.
yeah, it's like forgetting that. And I think this is one of the things that we really wanted to kind of reiterate. And I just want to put it out there: pro-black does not mean anti anything.
No,
Do you understand what I mean? It really doesn't. We're here debating about pro-black and the tag and kind of what you have to do to be that, because one thing that I have noticed is that this pro-black tag is almost like it's kind of put on a pedestal, and this is the reason why I
don't think it is.
No, I think it is, man.
I wouldn't say
I think you think that because you're not in agreement with it.
Right.
And I think that's why you see.
Remember I put it over there, I didn't want to offend you. That is what I want to say.
And that's
Because I'm not all for. I hate the fact that black people like to give everybody tags in it. Like,
but bro, listen.
like we do it too. Honestly, man, we do it
but
too much,
let
man.
me speak, because
Lighty, Browning, brown thing. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. I agree with that.
But it goes into the same thing. It goes into the
what you're
same
saying
thing,
is
though.
pro-black is just another
It's
one
just
of those
another one.
categories that we choose, that we put
He
in.
wants to challenge
No,
us.
listen, it's not another one of those categories. It's not the same as lighty. Listen,
It's not.
there isn't. It's not negative to be pro-black. It's not negative to every other race. Yeah, is for their race, and it's not seen as a problem.
But when we do
But
it,
when black people are doing it, it's seen as
Alright.
it's been put on the
Can
pedestal.
I just say something about
Pisses me
what
off.
the reason why I hate this, and I hate the tags about Browning, lighting, and I think
they're not the same,
Why can't
Craig.
you let me finish the
Well,
sentence?
because they're not
Brown
relevant.
and
So I can't
lighting.
finish the sentence because they're not relevant.
But why,
Really?
Why are you mentioning brown and light?
Well, it's not
Because
relevant.
I put them in the same category, so let me try and prove my point, but you have to let me finish the sentence. Yeah? So, Browning, Lighty, pro-black, yeah? So they're all the same. Yeah? The reason why I hate them is because what we're saying about art is for our culture and for this. I think that it promotes segregation within our culture.
What,
And
pro-black?
that- you're not listening to. I said the tags. I'm not trying to say being pro-black or nothing like that.
Alright, can I
it's the
respond?
tags and the labels that we feel we have to give ourselves to reward
Can
ourselves
I-
for our
can I
actions.
respond?
I totally agree with that, but pro-black doesn't fall with those
It
tags.
doesn't, and it's
Hey,
you
I'll
couldn't
give
be
you my
further
opinion.
from
Give me my opinion.
being correct if you tried. Listen, lighty and dark,
It's
all those
foolishness.
kinds of things. That's self-hate. That came. We know where that came from. Being pro-black is something that is positive within
You're not
the
getting
black
that.
community.
I'm not doubting that.
Yeah?
You think I'm doubting that? You
No, but
think
you're
I'm
putting labels that don't get
But
put together.
do you think I'm arguing about being pro-black? I'm not.
Bruv,
I'm
you're
arguing
You're talking about the label.
labels.
But
I'm
the
arguing
label,
about labels.
that label doesn't fit
Yeah.
with those
But are
labels.
you gonna listen? Because I don't think you'll feel like you're listening. This is what I'm saying.
agree with
Yeah?
you, I'm listening.
The lighty and the darky thing
Is a
is
sometimes.
nothing close to being pro-black. That being pro-black is a way of life. Yeah, it's for those people who are pro-black. It's a way of life. It affects where you shop. It affects the clothes that you have. It affects the products you buy. It affects
I
your
get
life. Yeah,
I get that.
lighty, darky. What's that?
Fair play, but you're making it sound like a religion right now. I'm just saying. The way you just explained that,
Why?
You can listen back. It just sounded like a religion.
Bruv,
I'm
you're
listening to
way
someone
left.
and I'm
Bruv,
hearing what he's saying. I'm saying you made that sound like a religion. I don't think I'm out of order for saying
It's
that.
not being out of order, but
I'm not
I
being
don't think
disrespectful.
you because you don't subscribe to it, yeah, it's like you see it as a real issue.
We're not.
It's silly.
We are debating a point. Why do you
silly.
think I've got an issue?
Do you know why
Because
it's
you
silly?
don't like the terms. You have a problem with the terms.
We are debating a point.
But do you know why it's silly? Like, you go gym. Gym affects how you eat. It affects the products you buy. You don't say it's a religion. So what are you talking about?
That's
Sorry?
What? What's the difference?
What?
I'm not being funny. It's totally.
How?
Why do you not promote these stupid examples?
How is it different? You tell me. Tell me how it's
Man
different.
compare gym to pro black, and you're telling me that I'm being stupid.
To be fair, explaining it as simply as he did regarding Jim,
It's the same
they
difference.
do sound the same. And if you're gonna say one sounds like a religion, you
Alright,
have
cool.
to say the other
So
one
Jim,
sounds
hear
like.
what I'm saying.
And
Jim,
it's
I fall off the wagon all the time and I go back. Can I get my pro black tag back, please? Yeah? Can I get that? No, I can't. Can I? Yeah? It's stupid. Right. Let me just read out a few
He didn't
comments.
say it was in every aspect.
I'm
of
saying
what he
the
said.
comparison was stupid. I'm not saying the examples. The comparison was, and I've just
Alright,
proved
just
it.
read, man, because you're going left,
Oh
right,
my
and
gosh.
everywhere. Not-
Right, guys, let me get you guys involved. Right, Shantae said, Craig, I think you make a good point.
Okay.
I mean,
Right.
bury them,
She
Tommy.
says
You know what I'm saying?
She said,
right.
make a good point, not
no,
bury
no.
them.
I'm saying, I'm telling them what I've done. No. Nina said, pro-black just means for your people.
Exactly.
Can I finish reading it?
I said exactly, yeah.
No, I'm playing. No other race of people are attacked for this. Thank you. All right, because can I start something?
Pisses me off.
Can I ask something? There are within a race, yeah, within a race, where do other people segregate themselves to call themselves like I don't know. Let me just like
Pro-Jewish.
Jewish. Huh?
Them
Pro-Jewish.
Jewish. Them
Is that what they call them?
Them Jews
No,
roll
no,
together,
no,
bro.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, but they're just Jewish.
So again,
This is
but
why-
they roll. They're just
I'm not
Jewish.
talking about the actions.
He's talking about the tags.
The tags.
The
The
tags.
reason why it's in the black community it's come as the whole pro-black thing is because we have come from a space where we weren't looking out for each other at all. Yeah. So those that started to look out for each other got that tag. Where the Jewish community, they've forever looked out for themselves. Forever.
So you believe that the tags are necessary?
I think
It's-
what Dwayne's saying to an extent. I think for many generations we were trying to integrate with
Yes.
normal British
Let's
society
accept
and not even British society but white society. We was always trying to get
Knocking
on
at the door.
We was always trying to be the same as them, in terms of work, housing, anything, money. Whereas now I guess the pro-black society are trying to like Darren said is forgetting trying to come up on the same level as white people or white society, trying to promote themselves and encouraging encouraging
Let's
the black
be
race
us.
to
And don't worry about it.
Regardless
to
of
look at
anybody
themselves
else.
more, to better themselves and so on. And that's where I think the categories have, I guess, in a way, been needed.
Right.
Been,
So hear
been
what I'm
needed
saying.
to be
So this
put
is
out
my
there.
thing. Whilst you're trying to promote that, why are there so many rules and you can't be this? It's the segregation part I don't get. If someone is being for their race, why are we not embracing that?
Bro.
Do you understand what I mean?
Bro.
It doesn't make no sense to me.
Bro.
Let me
Listen,
just read out a couple of comments and then
this
you
is
can-
what you keep doing, bruv. You keep having these saying
Having
what
it
you're
saying,
saying,
and then
and then cutting. Like, you're not peers. Let's debate, man. What I'm saying to you is in regards to the label and the segregation thing, yeah. In regards to the label and the segregation thing, being pro-black, yeah. It's just defining something, yeah. Because you mentioned all the rules, blah blah blah. It's just defining something, yeah. Somebody who is pro-black, there's a certain action, there's a certain way, yeah, and that's just defining them, yeah. So it's not saying like you're pro-black and that's it. You can't, like, it's just defining how they are. All I'm simply saying to you, yeah, because I don't feel like you get or you agree with the pro-black thing. There is nothing wrong with being pro-black because it is for your people. Whether you're light skin, dark skin, blah blah blah. It's just for your people. And all I'm simply saying is, in every other race, yeah, there's pro-white, there's pro-Chinese, there's pro-Indian, there's pro blah blah blah. But they just do.
I don't
It's
think
just
they
seen
go
as normal.
about it.
It's just seen as
That's
normal.
what it is right
It's
there.
just seen as normal.
It's the norm, like
It's
I
the
said.
default.
Jews have been looking out for each other
It's the
from
default.
day
It's
one.
the
They don't
default.
have to then.
Right.
They don't have to
So
then create anything.
So by creating this tag and
Black people don't do it.
hear what I'm saying though, by creating these tags and everything and these labels as to what you do and these rules, how do we ever get it to the state where it is normal? If you make
keep
it like
giving
that,
that.
do you understand what I mean?
When everybody decides they want to be pro-black, then it will just be normal. It will just be a thing. But it isn't. Because people don't see it like that. People who don't. It's
Alright,
an
let
issue.
me just go back to your gym example. I have to do this, yeah? So basically what they're saying is that only people with their own muscles can get into the gym. The fat people can't do it, yeah? The fat people are the ones, yeah? Who hear what I'm saying? Hear my example. Work with me.
I'm going to say,
hear what I'm saying? Try
you
to
two
understand
say
it.
if you
Try
agree
to
with
understand
and
it.
if it makes sense.
Try to understand it, yeah? You guys are the pro-black, yeah? You guys are the ones with muscles, yeah? I'm trying to be pro-black. I'm doing all the right stuff, but I'm a little bit chubby. I'm a bit overweight. I'm all of that.
aspiring to-
Yeah, I'm aspiring to do it, but I still have the odd cheeky cake. Yeah. However, I'm saying, let me finish my example. You asked me, yeah. Let me finish. Yeah. So me having the odd cheeky cake. That's me still, because remember I'm mixed race. I'm still promoting the white side as well, but I'm still trying to get in. I want to be pro-black. So I can't get in because I'm a fat kid. And you man are the buff guys
Stop. Now,
in the gym.
No, listen.
Won't let me in.
Listen.
Right.
Awful example. This awful example.
I think that's a good
But
example.
let me break it down now.
Did it make sense?
Listen,
Did it make sense?
I'm going to break it down for you.
Alright,
It was an
alright,
awful
alright.
example. However, this now you're the mixed race person, and you're saying you want to be pro-black. Yeah.
Sorry, first, why do you have to be mixed?
Because that's the example.
That's
he
just an
gave.
example. That's just an
You
example.
can just be a black person that doesn't always do
Okay,
pro-black
Ray,
things.
but I'm just going by what
saying,
you're saying.
we-
That's it.
We don't
Alright.
need to use that.
Okay, we'll be the black person who wants to be pro-black.
Alright, carry on.
No, I can't use what he said. So you're a mixed race person and you're trying to be pro-black, but however, you're still looking out, trying to do things pro-white as well. Yeah, is what you're saying. So if you're doing that, then clearly you don't want to be pro-black and you're happy doing whatever you're doing, which is fine. You are pro everything. You just want that all to work. That's fine for you. You want your white people to come up. You want your black people to come up. That is fine. There is
not a
nothing wrong
problem.
with that. But
It's
you
not
are
a
not
problem.
pro-black and you don't want to be pro-black. Because if you want to be pro-black, you wouldn't be doing the other side of things. It's that
And
simple.
it is. It's,
So-
and
But
that
you
is
got to
the
see it as,
bottom
you have to
line.
see it as, you got to see it as, it is not a problem when you are not pro-black.
Hear what I'm saying? The problem I'm trying to say here, remember my argument is not about being pro-black, and I've got to read out these comments. It's not about being pro-black, it's about the tag. And once you create a tag, it's almost like a club. I want to be in the club.
Why? Why do you want to be in a club? You don't want to live by the rules, right?
I want to be in the club. I want to be
No,
in the
that's
club.
stupid.
Alright,
This
alright.
week.
Because I'm for my race. I love black people.
That's
as much
fine.
as
You can
do.
be.
Yeah.
Right, that's
So
nothing
give me
wrong
my
with that.
label. I want yours. I want
Then you
that
got-
label as well.
If you are chasing a label, then you got problems.
So,
Listen,
the
the
label.
label-
What am I supposed to just ignore
The
it?
label is only there. The label is only there because it's not the default, and that's the only reason. It's not the default, and that's what happens when it's not the default. You have labels, you have tags because the norm is the norm.
Fair play. Fair play. All right. Let me read some comments.
Crikey.
Why are you getting upset with the It's like you don't want to be challenged. I don't get it.
Crikey, that's it, bro.
Yeah? Well, don't say crikey. Oi, Mania. This is from Junior. Oi, Mania. That's him. Yeah. Stop getting rough. Yeah. Ralph. Yeah. Ralph Tresvan wrote sensitivity. Yeah. Stop getting sensitive. Yeah. Craig has a point that some of you make it seem like a religion. If I'm honest. Yeah.
Oh, golden.
Get out of here,
I think that's a cop out. I really do.
Why?
I
Because
think it's a
don't
cop
get
out.
it.
I think it's a cop
Anything
out.
that goes against you is like, oh, it's a cop out.
No, but it's
You
not
gotta
a
accept
religion,
that
it doesn't make
people
sense.
Sometimes think and see things differently. I have said
Yeah,
to you that
that's
example
fine.
that you gave
That's fine.
made it sound like that.
That's fine.
Then we carry on reading.
And then people have to accept that I have an opinion on their opinion, and I'm going to voice it. Simple.
Cool. But you gotta accept sometimes.
Oh, you're gonna okay.
Alright, cool. Nina has said, no, hold on. Shante said, I'm sure these tags exist in other races and cultures.
We just don't know about them.
Fair play. But I think people from other cultures know about pro-black. I'm just saying. So why don't we know about them?
I
That's
don't
what's going
know.
on.
I bet if I ring
Maybe
Benny,
it's because
I bet if I ring Benny, don't know about
Hold on,
pro-black.
1 second. If you're saying that, then you're saying that the whole tag thing. I thought it was only relevant in the black culture because you said it's the norm in other cultures.
Right.
So which one do you
with
agree
Jews,
with?
oh, here, bro. With Jews, for example, they've been rocking forever.
Alright. So where does the tag
Asians,
exist?
for example, yeah, they haven't always done it. Since I can remember, they have, but they haven't always been that way. So it may have, I don't know, 40 years back, then there may have been that little tag for them. I don't know, but I can't rule it out.
Can I ask you a question, Greg? Do you have a problem with someone being pro-black?
No.
Okay, cool.
You have a problem with the label.
You have a problem with the label.
I have a problem with label.
Okay, so now that we kind of established that the label comes from obviously it not being a default and a norm, so therefore there's always going to be a label. But you're happy with somebody being pro-black, you just don't like them being label pro-black.
I don't like the label. I have actually
But a
explained.
label's a label, though.
You don't like the
We've
label and you
explained
don't
it
like
already.
the
I don't like the fact of it promotes to me segregation within our community that we should be encouraging to come together. That's just my opinion.
But that's what
Sorry,
that's what
sorry, once again.
that didn't make you make sense.
I'll leave you. I want to understand. It promotes segregation within our community.
But it doesn't.
But being pro-black is being for our communities. How's that?
Right, but I'm saying if everyone's not subscribing at the same time, but let's just say they're doing. I've given this example. I think we've actually been through this.
But there's nothing
Yeah,
wrong.
but
You're
Hear what
not
I'm
getting.
saying? Hear what I'm saying? You keep asking me questions, but you don't want to listen to
not
answers and
talking to
stuff
someone
like
that-
that. No, it's not. Don't be disrespectful. Let me just say what I'm saying, innit? I don't agree with you, so I'm just explaining my point. I'm saying that being pro-black and having tags within our community, within our culture, I don't look at that as a positive. I think all the actions of being pro-black, 100% fantastic, and I'm behind it. But if I'm 100% behind it and I do all of those stuff, but at the same time I look out for a different culture because I might be related or I might have some sort of association with that, I don't see why we have to promote separation within the culture. I think I've explained that. I get there's nothing wrong with being pro-black.
But it's not promoting separation within the culture, though. That's what
Alright,
that
alright.
is wrong. It's incorrect.
Do you not
That's incorrect.
You're asking
you
me
not
my
think-
opinion, bro.
No. That's
You're
not
asking my opinion. I'm just
yeah.
telling you.
Okay, cool. But then facts are
The
facts.
facts are facts.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool.
If you are pro-black, you are not promoting separation within the
Okay.
community.
I think the tags promote segregation within the community. It's not actually a fact, is it? Really? I can actually have a different. I can have a difference of opinion.
You said
You're
the
saying,
tag.
oh, it's a fact.
You said
No.
it, yeah, no, you said the tag. Fair enough. You've just changed it. You said the tag, and I'm just
I
simply
haven't
saying.
changed it. I've always been saying the tag.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. So
You
you're-
think that I've got a problem with
alright,
pro-black?
So you're happy with the actions. You just don't like them being labelled pro-black.
You've missed my
That's
whole
cool,
point.
That's cool.
If-
That's
do
cool.
you-
That's fine.
Do you think that all this time you thought that I was unhappy? You think that I had a problem with being
Do you
pro-black?
understand what I said? I just said what you said. I
I'm
said
not-
you're
you're not
happy with
listening.
the
I
action.
said- I'm not
You're
saying-
happy with the
I'm
action.
saying indeed.
but
We've
you're
been
not-
online
you're
for
just
how long?
happy
We've been
with the-
online.
with the tag.
We've been online for about half an hour. I'm
No,
saying.
he's not hearing me. I'm
Have you-
I'm
all
just
this.
saying.
Listen to what I'm saying. All this time, did you think that I was against
Bro,
pro-black?
no, I just said to you, you're happy with the actions, but you just don't like the tag. That's what I just said.
But I've been saying that all the way.
And-
Dwayne, be honest.
and-
Have I not been saying that?
and-
all the
and-
way?
All
No.
And what I'm
All
trying-
that
and what
really
I'm
doing is
trying to say
clarify
to
that. That's all that
Exactly.
is.
And what I'm trying to say to you is that the tag is nothing because it's about people's actions, no?
Okay,
No?
so I've got a question.
No?
So the fact that you have
something normal. Explain that.
the fact that you have tags for people who are pro-black, do you not think that the people that are pro-black can make people that aren't pro-black feel like they're not doing enough and not doing enough for their black people, and that way that way
Listen,
they do get segregated
I'll just
because
ask
you
you a
have one set of black people who aren't being seen as pro-black, and that in itself, yes, you haven't
Can I address
you have actively segregated them, but in a way you are
Right,
what
how so?
you're saying is not
Let me explain.
positive.
Let me explain.
Why is that?
I'll address it.
You
I'll
don't-
address it.
You don't know the feelings of all those people that aren't
I'll
pro-black.
I'll address it. Let me address it.
Listen.
So, yeah, you got you, yeah? You do everything for your community, everything for your people, yeah? I do a small amount. I love my family, I spend what I can black and so forth, yeah? I consider myself pro-black. But you're doing a lot for the community. I'm not taking anything away from you. You're doing more for the community than I am, yeah? But you've got a white girlfriend, mixed race kid, and whatever. You are not pro-black, but you are for your people. There is nothing wrong with what you are doing.
And the fact of
You are doing more.
No, I've never said anything about being
Alright, let me-
more.
So how
What
can
I'm
you feel
saying-
any less?
What I'm saying is about me being felt like I am out.
Why would you feel less? Because you're doing more.
I'm not saying this is me. I'm saying, but by you giving yourself that title, then what gets created then is groups. And if you create a group of pro-black people, you're making people who aren't pro-black feel separated from yourselves.
You can only feel a problem about pro-black and the label.
You're saying how because that's not your mentality.
Exactly. This is the problem.
Bro,
Listen,
your
on.
assumption
Guys,
is that
don't
those
have said.
people do not feel.
We've just got people who watch
Well,
and
then,
comment, and we're not gonna actually hear them.
You can't feel a certain type of way if you don't want to be a certain type of way.
Exactly.
How can you feel a way if you do not want to be that way?
Why are you trying to me?
Because you're talking shit.
How is that shit?
Nonsense.
You're
No,
assuming.
what about our viewers? What about them?
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Alright, cool.
Fuck my
Listen.
life.
Sorry, it's heated in there. Sorry, apologies.
And it is warm. Let's be honest. Right, Nino said every other race of people on this planet are allowed to thrive. They can have their own communities of people, and it's cool. Black people are recognizing their worth during a time that they were conditions. Oh, so she carried on. That they were conditioned to believe they wasn't nothing. We were murdered and stolen. Now we are trying to come together as pro-black people. It's a problem. Right. Okay. Let me just carry on. Let me try and get some more out there before we clap and stuff. Misha said, so yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm an arsehole as well. I'm sorry. Misha, yeah, fair enough. Your mum, right? No, joking.
I'm telling you,
bro. No, don't. Sorry. Misha said, "Are you pro-black?" to Darren and Dwayne. 1 second. Darren.
I'll answer it. No, I'm not.
Right.
Because
He hasn't finished. Come on.
I simply don't do enough to be pro-black. I know a lot of pro-black people, and I wouldn't consider myself pro-black. I'm for my community and for black people, but I wouldn't consider myself pro-black now.
Right, see, I would consider myself pro-black. I spend where I can black.
You don't go to Korea.
Where did you draw the line? Where did you draw the line? Would I have to stay the plane to fucking Scotland?
I had to say it.
So I spend where I can black. I promote.
Scotland for black.
I obviously got my whole black family thing, and for me, it's without this does not sound too good, but it's black over everything. Like if I, for some reason, fell in love with I don't know an Asian girl, I wouldn't date her because I want my black family, and that's how I see it. So for me, it's black over everything.
Black over happiness as well. Black over love.
So again,
black over happiness.
I wouldn't. The reality is, I wouldn't find myself in that situation. Yeah, but if I did,
That's a cop out. You gave the example.
You
gave the example, and
But
you
if I-
just ran away from it.
But what I'm saying, if I did, brother, I would turn and find a black. I'm not. You got to understand. It's not like she's the only girl in the world. I'll be able to find someone else, and I'll take my chances finding someone else because I want a black family, and I don't see what the problem is with that.
No, there's no problem. Listen, hey, don't get prickly. Yeah, because you keep trying to make out there's a problem where there's not a problem. Hey,
That's okay.
I'm for that. Right. Let me read out a few more comments. Yeah. Chastota said, Craig,
I like that one.
Craig, would it be better for people to go around saying, I'm FUBU, for us by us? I like that. Humour. Right, Shakira said, 1 second, right. Shakira said, I do agree, however, there is a level of segregation in our community, hence the need for pro-black.
Thank you. Thank you.
Some people inadvertently distrust black businesses, for example. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. I get that. Definitely. I just don't see how further segregation promotes,
She obviously doesn't agree with
But
you.
anyway, I'm just giving my opinion.
On this point now.
Right, Nina said, black people are now trying to build wealth, and if they are all on the same page, i.e. being pro-black, then when everybody has the same ideology, it can be achieved.
Yes. Oh, preach.
Right, Rach said, Shante said, Rach, good question. I feel like that amongst women who have natural hair, just because I still relax my hair, I feel frowned upon.
That's your own insecurity.
That's you being so
That's
insecure.
your
I'm
insecurity.
sorry.
Your insecurities. I'm sorry.
Nobody's come out and said that to you. That's your insecurities. It's real.
Right, Size P said, what Rach is saying is right, but that would be if the people don't understand the term. Yeah, Junior said, what Maynard just said to Rake enhances Craig's point, in the sense that even if he does more for the black community than you do, the fact that he has a white woman means he can't be pro-black ever.
But he doesn't want to be.
Exactly. I just read that comment.
I'm talking to.
Are you looking at me like I'm Junior, bro?
Sorry, bro. You agree with it. But he doesn't want to be. And if he doesn't want to be, then you can't feel any type of weight.
Right, listen, big up Becky as well on Facebook. Sorry, the comments are coming through really, really slow. Right, she said, many folks who are pro-black have this, we're more aware of blackness than others who don't call themselves pro-black. I get that. She put yes,
might
rates,
not, but some
capital letters.
I
This is what I'm trying to say.
Some may, I don't know.
You've got
I
to
don't
try
know.
and have the ability to
I've said
think
some may,
like
but
others.
But in response to that, the likelihood is that they are going to be more aware, or when I say more aware, study more and be more aware of the black history. I'm not saying all of it. I'm not saying all of it. No, you do have to be careful. But I'm being brave enough to say that because for me, yeah. If you're pro-black, then you would have taken the time to study and learn about our history. Now, generally, a lot of black people don't do that. I'm not saying none don't.
Well, I know a guy who studied it at college and everything.
Yeah, of course.
But at the end of the day, he ain't pro-black.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying all black people. That's what I'm saying.
It's history. Black history is like
But I guarantee you, yeah, the majority of people who call themselves pro-black would have done studying it, and I'm not talking going to college,
about educating yourself,
educating yourself into the black race, and so
but there are many black people that do that and
Still wouldn't
be
classed as
pro-black.
I'm not saying that anybody who doesn't consider themselves pro-black and is black
You talk about as a
doesn't
whole,
study.
as a general.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
As a
that
whole.
the likelihood is that who, if you're pro-black, you would have done studying. That's the likelihood.
Okay, I get that. I think you just worded it badly.
Okay. Kanye.
That is now far from. I haven't even got to protect him on that. That's not Kanye, man. That's harsh. That's harsh. Right. Let me just read out from Jackie Green. Maybe you mean black first, all over race after. All other race after. That's actually me. Sorry. Maybe you mean black first, all other race after. Is that?
Yeah, he does.
No, I just think they mean just black. It's cut off.
He can't be just black.
I don't then understand what you're saying.
Right. I think
He's
what
saying if you can't do black, you don't do it at all.
because you're saying I think you made the phrase, isn't it? Black over everything.
Yeah. So what you get?
So I think the comment came back. It's not me.
Oh, I'm just trying to understand, bro.
Maybe you mean black first. This is her talking to you. Black first.
Yeah, because I don't dislike
over race up.
Yeah,
Or
so
other
yeah.
race after.
I don't dislike. I was
So she's saying change your.
That's the same.
It's the same difference.
I think she wants to change your tone. Right, Misha said, "Is your car black?"
It's got a black.
Mixed race.
White.
Yeah, I like that. Alright, but you know what it is? Is that it's weird to me because, and this is why I love to debate these things, yeah, because I'm very much for people being pro-black and all of that sort of thing, but I just don't think the term is 100% necessary in my eyes. But what it is that when I hear people talking about pro-black, it is like people are put up on this shrine, and that's what. And this, remember, this is coming from me. I'm not pro-black at all, so I'm looking at it, and it does make you think like, rah, that's something that I've got to reach for. When it's like, well, why can't it just be someone who's why can't it just be someone who is making the steps? Like, if I lived there and I drove to Croydon, you know what I'm saying? I want my pro-black thing. You know what I'm saying? Liar, you're a liar.
To use the gym example again, yeah?
Oh no more gym. yeah, go on.
You go to the gym, yeah? You're buff, no, yeah? I'm
aspiring.
I'm fat, yeah? And I look at you and I think, he's making me feel inadequate because he goes to the gym and he's buff. But whose fault is that? Is that not my fault because I am not, or is it your fault? Is it your fault that you're looking at that you choose to act a certain way and be a certain way?
I love this.
Whose fault is that?
Wicked.
I listen. I totally get where you're coming from.
So you say that everyone that isn't pro-black is at fault?
Sorry?
They can't feel a certain
No.
way.
I'm saying they're feeling insecure, whatever reason.
But hear what I'm saying. All right, cool. I'm the regular in the gym. If I see somebody struggling in the gym, you know what I do? I go and help them. I try to. Hear what I'm saying? I try to.
That's what pro-black people do.
Hear what I'm trying to say. Hear what I'm trying to say.
That's what it's about.
Hear what I'm trying to say. I try to embrace them. Yeah, let's just say they're coming off on a one-off. Cool, you got your membership. Like, come in it. You don't have to be a certain way. You don't have to look like me to be in here.
But
do you understand
that's
what I
not
mean?
what pro-black is, though.
But there is, when you start saying about these cut-offs and all
no.
the rules,
Yeah.
there is.
You can't just
You have to
spout
accept
stuff.
that.
You can't just spout
understand.
stuff.
I
You're
say
spouting
that,
stuff now.
is that growing up, it was like you almost wanted to be accepted. Yeah, I just got to a point in life where I no longer want to be accepted. Yeah, I want to be me. Yeah, so I'm not knocking at your door saying let me in. Yeah, I want to either make my own shit over here or kick off your door. I want to be me. I'm not asking for acceptance anymore. And I think that's where the pro-black community is going.
That thing comes from.
Got you. I had to try and make sure I'm. You know, sometimes when you're arguing a point, you're looking for a reason to argue, but I had to actually try and take a step there to understand the point. Yeah, credit to me, right? This Junior has said to be pro-black means you need to follow all the guidelines that is required to be pro-black, meaning it is similar to a religion. No? Question mark. Why? You can't get upset with people who
It's similar to going to the gym like you do. Is there a religion? You have to eat a certain way, do you not?
No, you don't. But you don't.
You have to go
If
to
you
the
want to
gym.
see games, you
Yeah.
do.
Nah, this is what I'm saying.
You have to go to
You're
the gym. You have to
using the
work
gym
out.
example wrong though.
No, it's
because
not.
man can still go gym and go KFC straight after, and
But he ain't
still-
gonna- but he-
I can turn up there tomorrow. They still let me
He
in.
ain't gonna be buff.
Exactly.
Right. Chester has said if Mr. DaCosta talk pro-black lessons.
Yes.
Big up Mr. DaCosta, man. Listen,
Legend.
Absolute legend.
Right, for all those who don't know, because thinking, well, what are you talking about? We all went to the same school, it's Northbrook, yeah? And Mr. DaCosta was our history teacher, yeah?
Bad man. I must always remember.
Triple
bro.
OG.
To remember.
He had the worst lines in the world.
Yeah, triple OG, man. Right, let me just read the point. Sorry. If Mr. DaCosta taught pro-black lessons, then maybe you guys wouldn't be debating right now. Laugh out loud. Enjoying the topic though, guys. No, and I'm just tell you the reason. But when you say real talk and you just come to this whole, I've just come to like, I'm my own
Yeah,
person.
but if I learned that beforehand, we wouldn't be having this debate.
You can't say that though. Like, I might grow up and think differently.
But
know
you-
what I'm saying?
you would have thought
It's not
differently.
just, so everything that you've been taught in school, you practice today.
Bro,
This
what
is
about
some
with
bullshit.
But what
you
they're
saying?
saying is we
Come
would have
on,
been
man.
maybe been a little more conscious about the black race.
And I think the operative
now-
word is might in that.
Yeah, it's
I-
not definite,
might.
but I believe
I-
it would have turned more heads earlier than what it would have done now.
That I
in this
do.
late
That's what
age,
we're saying.
us having to look
yeah,
at it
to
now.
a certain point, that I do agree with. I do
I
agree.
just wanted to argue.
Literally.
No,
You have to understand, yeah. If I hear something, I will go off of what I hear. If you then carry on and say something, I'm open enough and I'm grown enough, strong enough to change my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be easy.
What's the next one?
Right, Shakira said, pro-black in my view is supporting the black, bro, boy, she said black economy. is that the word out there? Boom. I don't know. I think it's best for black economy. That's fine. Listen, maybe there's a book that can be released and I can find out them words. Black economy, where you can and being proud of being black. Some of you people, yeah, I gotta say this, yeah. Make it easy for me, yeah, please, because sometimes you don't write like you're texting people and all them things. That, and I'm trying my best to try and read that so I can be as articulate as you meant it, and I can't do it. Shout out to Shakira though. Where you can being proud of black people. I don't know if I agree with the definition of pro-black being described, which would cause segregation. Okay, that's fair enough. You don't agree, but my view. All right, so it's supporting the black economy where you can. Yeah, which is all right, cool.
It's part of it, yeah.
That's what I said.
But you must be totally. This is why it's mad because I don't want to start being pedantic, but it's like supporting the black economy where you can. All right, cool. I can't get down there. Can't book to go down there. That's long. So all right, cool. Let me go down to Frank down the road here. Go and get my bacon, yeah, and come back. But tomorrow I'm gonna go down to Nigel where he's got his thing down there and create. Like what? If it's just for that, then it's almost like I'm saying to you, if there's rules, then just stick to the rules, innit?
Where you can. It's not that difficult to understand. If I've got a choice, yeah, I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just going to the black shop. I don't care if I've got to pay £2 extra. £3 extra. It wouldn't bother.
And that's another, sorry, Rick, so that's another thing, and that's a good point as well, because I hear a lot of people, going to the Caribbean shop and the woman's face is stinking, rah, rah, rah. Cool. I get it. I understand. She's got a bit of an attitude behind the bar. I understand that. But the thing is, yeah, for me, I'd still rather go into a black business, and I'm not even pro-black myself, go into a black business and give them my money than to go to frigging Tesco's or whatever, these big organisations who really don't give a shit about the little man.
Wait. And then you often hear people say shit like, oh, it's too expensive when you go in Caribbean shop, yeah. But Burger King's 8 boof. Yeah? 8 boof for a burger and chips and a drink.
Exactly.
I might as well just go and get some oxygen and rice for that price, bro.
Exactly. And you're giving yourself better food. Come on, man.
But
And always looking discount, bro.
Hear what I'm saying though? Why are we not talking about the rap woman fixing up her face as well though? Like,
No,
fix
bro.
up your face,
No,
man.
no,
Like, my thing is, if you're providing a service, then make it better.
But
make it better than anything else that I can
I
get out.
agree with
Do
you.
you understand
I
what I
agree
mean?
with you. But on the flip side, yeah, I would say those people who are saying that, I'm sure they've gone into a Tesco's or Sainsbury's
seen the same thing and said
and
nothing.
got shit
100%,
service
I agree with
and
that.
gone back there.
I agree with
And
that.
not even said nothing.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But listen, don't get me wrong. I'm going to put it out there where I got the bad service, but to me they do the best patty, so that's where I'll go. Yeah. Nice and spicy Campbell, yeah. The woman's face will push up, push up. Nice and like to the fact where I felt wrong for asking for the patty, and I'm thinking, wow, like I'm hungry now. I want to pay and I want to go. Face to push up. I still go back there. Not just because that's the only place I can get patties. You do want to obviously show support, but my thing is step your service levels up.
Definitely.
Step it
I
up,
agree
man.
with that. I agree with that.
Right, let me read out a couple more comments and we're going to have to try and wrap up. Misha said, Croydon isn't the only black butcher. Everyone's looking at you, right, bro? Croydon isn't the only black butchers or supermarket. Can someone tell Dwayne where do you live?
Greenford.
Outside of London. Where outside of London, like
Good luck.
east, north sides. Is it east or north? West, north. Yeah, where he can go to a butcher. It must be something up in Wembley.
Yeah, you must be able to drive Wembley.
You know what I'm saying?
Go to
Halsden.
Wembley.
You tell me
No,
there's
you got
nothing in
Halsden.
Halsden.
Yeah, you got Halsden.
No.
There is
Not
no.
black butchers, bruv.
What, Halsden?
Not a black
I bet
butcher
you
in
there is.
Halsden.
I bet you there
I've
is.
seen.
There must be.
There's one in
I don't
Tottenham.
mind going to them.
One in Tottenham.
Again, that's not. Tottenham is not.
It's not convenient enough for you.
No, it's not. I've got a family to look after still, you know.
You can take it all with you in them big cars, yeah? Right. Let me just read out a couple more comments.
No,
Right.
on the real though, if there is something local in Greenville, do shout at me, let me know, bro.
And listen, guys, I have to kind of make myself clear, yeah? I mock the point and stuff like that and things like that. These guys and myself and everyone, I think, like, make an effort to support black businesses. Like, me and my missus, we purposely go, fair enough, it's a bit closer than Croydon, but I purposely go out my way to go to Downham, where I can't remember the man's names.
On the road, yeah.
No. Downham's outside of my town. Yeah. No, but it's a black butcher's, and you know what I'm saying. But yes, I can get meat from around the corner, but we prefer to go there and try and support. You know what I'm saying? Sure,
I like to hear that.
Right. Junior said, "I'll be honest." Mania, which is him. I know a few pro-black males, and they're not showing any ink on their skin as it paints a confused image, or so I've been told. I think it's talking tattoos, I believe.
That's new. You'll have to educate me, bro.
I'll be honest, I know a
what
few
you're talking about.
background, they're not showing any ink on their skin as it paints a confused image. I like we did with the ink and paints a confused.
You'll have to educate me,
Kind of
bro.
hard still. Yeah.
Follow me, Nick. I don't get that.
Right, Sean Taser said, Jerky's, Nunhead Lane. Food is dope and service is on point. Never actually been down there. I've been to my few fair shops, man.
Which was hooking up
No,
with the
which
bushes,
is-
bro. I was like, yeah.
Right, Nino said, if everything was equal, there would be no need for pro anything.
Exactly.
Black people didn't disfranchise themselves. And I 100% agree. But again, I think that's making a point that I don't think anyone's arguing personally. But these men will support that. Anyway, guys, final thoughts.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
I
man.
jumped the gun. Yeah. I listen. If you are pro-black, good on you, man. I think the more of us that are pro-black is just basically the betterment for our community and our race. And once again, as Craig said, it doesn't mean anti-white. It just simply means trying to get us on a level where we are happy. Yeah. Don't let anybody make you feel bad about being pro-black, because once again, that is your decision. And if anybody's uncomfortable with it, that's their insecurity. Simple as that. I take my hat off to anybody who's pro-black, because in this country, it is very difficult to source products, to source all of these kind of things that you want to do in order to support the black community. So, take my hat off to you. Kudos. Keep it up.
Yes.
Going on the comments that were said earlier, pro-black doesn't mean anti-white. It doesn't mean anti any other race. I think that does need to be encouraged, and I think that just needs people need to understand that a little more, because I do think that people feel a little funny and feel a little edgy when people are talking about black subjects and trying to promote black things, and I think it makes people of other races feel a certain way, and I think they just need to understand that it doesn't necessarily mean we want, or pro-black people want the downfall of other races. It's just they want their own race to raise up. I'm not someone that is pro-black. I don't think I could be classed as that. Like Darren said earlier, I don't think I do enough for the black community. I think I do try to do what I can where I can, but I don't think I think I could do more if I wanted to.
That's real.
But people that are pro-black, you know, I'm not knocking you. And to be fair, I speak to a lot of people that are, and if anything, it helps educate me, and in turn, that helps educate my son. And if that helps the next generation and so on, it can only be a good thing. But at the same time, people that aren't pro-black don't feel any way that you're not, doing all that Pan-African is doing or anything. Like, just do you, and like I just don't think you should feel like you're doing. Feel any less than the pro-black people or woke, whatever they want to call themselves.
You want to start Craig off with it?
I felt like we had to add that word in
Right,
somewhere.
I can only echo what these guys have said. Pro-black is not anti-white or anti any other race. It just simply means that you are for your people. Also, what I would like to say about black people is we can't label people themselves. Childish Gambino, Serena Williams, we can't just put these labels on them and be disappointed when they decide that they want to date outside their races. They are for their people. That's what they are. And unless they come out and say that they are pro-black, don't label them. Then you won't have any disappointment when it doesn't go your way.
Real.
Yeah?
Real.
Yeah, that's what I have to say on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a little bit of that. I've just been thinking while you guys have been talking. The tags is something that definitely bothers me. I'm just replaying the whole thing that we kind of went over. I think me comparing and trying to use an example about lighting and all of that was wrong. I think that was wrong. I need to point out that was wrong. It's nowhere near on that, and that's all.
Takes a grown ass man to do that.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's not. But at the same time, I just think, you know, if you're pro-black, then just be that. I don't see the need for tags. I don't see the the need for being woke and all of that, because I just think that it within the culture, within the race itself, it just causes maybe that other person who is trying to do and be something for their culture. It just promotes that sort of segregation to me. But at the same time, being pro-black and the actions of being pro-black, I am 1000% behind that. And you know, anything that I can do for my culture, I try to when I'm consciously aware, because I'm not always switched on. So I'm 100% not pro-black in that sense. And when I say I'm not switched on, I'm not going to think twice. If I want a Twix, I'm going down to Dave's shop, which is the closest to me, just to grab the Twix. I'm not thinking in that way. But when my mind is actually switched on, yes, I try to do that. But I've got a lot of growing to do in that respect. So that's my review. No, you've had your talk. You've had your talk. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Really appreciate all your support. Please make sure that you like, share, subscribe, pass this on to your friends. Get talking about it as well, because you know that's the thing that we need to promote within our culture, is to talk about issues. Yeah,
Please.
And this is that. So yeah, bless up, man. We're out.
Peace.
Share, like. Please.
I don't know if that was taught in school.
Oh, you man are bad man. You man are bad man. You two are bad man.
What did I do?
Alright, listen to this, yeah? So I started doing my thing, yeah?